Welcome to Sunny's Stamping Studio, and today we're going to be making a little bunny from behind. Now he's sitting in one of our scallop oval frames, which I've matted onto a bashful blue with some little hand-cut clouds and some rolling hills. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to be using creamy caramel and very vanilla. You're going to need the one creamy caramel ornament punch, 2 of the 5-petal flower punch, oops, right over there, 1 of the 1-inch circle punches, and a 1/2-inch circle out of the very vanilla. Okay, so to prep our pieces, first we're going to take our ornament punch and some paper snips, and we're going to remove this piece here because we don't need that, and we're going to remove the little top peak. Okay, there, so that one's off. And then we're also going to take our 5-petal flower punch and create some long ears. Got one long ear over there and a second long ear. Okay, there's our second ear. And then with these leftover pieces from the 5-petal flower, we're going to take 2 of them for his little feet. Just going to cut one of those in half so we have 2 little feet like that. Okay. So now to get started, we're going to ink up our pieces. I'm just going to place this piece here so I don't mess up my grid paper. I'm going to grab our sponge and we're going to start by inking with a bit of creamy caramel. Okay, our little tail will get inked up with some of that creamy caramel. Okay, move that one off, and then our ears need, and our head, oh there it is, will get inked up. Okay, so we're almost done this. I know this isn't the most exciting part, but if you could just bear with me. Okay, and then we're going to use a little bit of chocolate chip to darken that up a bit, each of those pieces except for the tail. The tail is good with just the creamy caramel. The other pieces, though, we're going to want something a little darker. Okay, our ears can be moved off. And then our head, and we're going to want to put a little bit of extra coloring where the base of his head is going to be. And what I mean by that is just kind of around here, you'll want a little bit of extra shading. A little lighter at the top. And then his body. And the top of his body is here and the bottom is here, so I'll put a little extra shading along the bottom. Touch at the top, and of course his little feet I'm going to ink up fairly strongly with the chocolate chip because they're kind of hidden beneath him. Grab my last piece there. Okay, so our pieces are all inked up, and now we can put the little bunny together. You're going to start by gluing his head to his body over here, as such. We're using the Tombow multi-purpose adhesive. Okay, just going to let that glue set. I'm going to prep his ears. One ear is going to be slightly bent, so I'm going to create the bend. I'm going to add a little bit extra sponging along that piece over there. Just a bit of the creamy caramel on it. Okay, and if you want, you can glue that down Now to glue it down, you're going to have to just hold the glue while it sets, because of course it's a little bit strong, the paper, so just hold that down for a couple seconds, or in my case I'll stick something on it until it's ready. And then I'm going to attach my other ear. Okay, ear number 1. And then I'm going to attach his little feet. I'm still waiting for my other ear to dry. So, just put a little bit on. Actually, I'll bring this a little closer for you. Okay, so I have my little bunny here. I'm going to add his first little foot like that. Oh, these silly tweezers. Okay, I just kind of want it to be like a little point at the bottom. And then I'm going to take his second foot. I should have inked the other side. So my bad for that one, because I wanted to point in the other direction. I'm going to add just a little touch of glue over there. Okay, so this is my Butterfingers days, because I am just dropping everything in sight. I'm going to add a second foot like that. Okay, so you got his 2 little feet. And his other ear should be ready. Okay, well I didn't hold it down strong enough, but it's kind of bent like that. I should have held it down a little bit longer with something a little bit heavier. Okay, so his second ear is just going to come on beside the first. And any extra glue can just be scraped away. Okay, and now we just need to get his tail going. So I'm going to take out my foam pad and my impressor stylus, and I'm just quickly going to create a bit of a dip in the center. Just kind of roll it around like that. Okay, that was a little hard to see, but if you look at it from the side, you'll notice that it has now a little bit of a dent. And I'm going to put some little cuts in it, just to kind of fluff it out a bit. It's easier to do if you're not holding it with tweezers. Okay, so we're almost done. We just go all the way around, just making little incisions here with our scissors. And I'm just going to push that a little bit more. And then grab my tweezers and a touch of the Tombow multi-purpose adhesive right at the back center. And go figure, my nozzle is getting all clogged up here. It has decided that today nothing will cooperate with me. Okay, so I'm going to put that little tail at the back of his rear. And then if you want, what you can do is you can just take some scraps of Very Vanilla or Creamy Caramel, and you can take a sanding tool, like a sanding block or sandpaper, and take the roughest side and just create some little shavings like that. And you'll notice as you do it that you start getting this fluff in the bottom. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so you start getting this little fluff, and you're going to do a whole bunch of that fluff. Get it all together, put a little glue in the center of his tail and plop it on top so that you have something like this. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the little bunny, and we'll see you again next week.